स्टीवन स्पीलबर्ग की फिल्म कभी भी आए, इट्स जस्ट रीजन इनफ टू बाय अ टिकट। अपने ऊपर मूवी बनाए जब, अ मैन हु डजंट क्वाइट ओपनली शेयर मच अबाउट हिमसेल्फ, व्हाट अ ट्रीट। Hey all, my name is Sucharita. Welcome back to my channel where you're watching a movie review. Today we're talking about The Fabelmans, now in movie theaters.
What was your favorite part?
The first month of January 1952 may as well have been the first month of 8-year-old Sammy's life. Kyunki one day, against his wishes, his parents took him to a movie theater to watch a movie. Despite his protests, little Sammy gives in. Once the movie starts, unbeknownst to him, his life has changed. Spielberg फिर आपको कहते हैं कि बस आराम से बैठो, अब मेरी कहानी सुनो. Even setting an important scene at a bonfire, allowing us to settle warmly into this hug-like movie. Now, little Sammy obviously is Spielberg himself. The name is changed to Fabelman by co-writer Tony Kushner, as this is a man destined to tell fables. The screenplay takes us through some of the most formative memories of Spielberg's life, every single one directly responsible for making him the filmmaker we now know. At one point, his attraction to his then girlfriend even subconsciously deepens when he finds out that her father owns a 16mm Arriflex camera. Even when he recalls moments of feeling less than affectionate towards his mother, his father, the backdrop almost always is conversations about his home movies in a moment when his family is in crisis and he's physically very much a part of that conversation. In his memory, he's having an out-of-body experience, remembering this day or misremembering this day as if he'd recorded the argument on a camera walking around his parents' California room. He remembers his mother Mitzi saying to him, "Movies are dreams that you never forget."
Movies are dreams that you never forget.
Spanish filmmaker Pedro Almodovar, in his beautiful Pain and Glory, had also gone down a kind of similar memory lane कि मेरी माँ का क्या influence रहा मेरी life और कहानी कहने की क्षमता पर. I expected The Fabelmans to be a little gritty as well, if not with as many scenes about drugs. But Spielberg is very clear. This film is only and only a sympathetic look at parents, a posthumous thank you to his family. Even when things get dark, they aren't particularly devastating. He's looking at his teenage life through an adult lens, perhaps misremembering himself as more mature and evolved than he really was. I'd felt the same with Charlotte Wells' sublime After Sun, an adult searching for the inception of their neuroses with an adult compassion and love. The Fabelmans isn't exactly a coming-of-age story either. We're mostly shown episodes in Sammy's life, instances Spielberg is remembering selectively, but it is a happy film. The melancholic notes never overpower the overwhelming feeling of joy emanating from Gabriel Labelle's incredible Critics' Choice Award-winning performance. At the end of the film, Sammy isn't a better or even more mature version of who he was at the start. He just is. David Lynch appears in a cameo playing filmmaker John Ford, who barks some quick filmmaking tips at Sammy and asks him to get out. Sammy, still shell-shocked, skips out into the parking lot as Spielberg breaks the fourth wall, implementing the tip received in the previous scene. It might be the happiest note I've seen a movie about a teenager end on, saying that the filmmaker Spielberg, he's still learning from those who came before him, still prone to making errors, catching and correcting himself every day.
I don't want to disappoint you.
You do what your heart says you have to, because you don't owe anyone your life.
In one of the more insightful sequences, Sammy confronts his high school bully the only way he knows how, using footage spliced together to form a narrative for a huge audience to see. The scene is loud but tender, fast-paced but unhurried, angry but brimming with love. The filmmaker is showing you his hand. Spielberg is saying, I can change stories as and when I want to my own advantage. I can make forgiving films or propaganda. I have discovered my power. I am God. Without any of the pomp a declaration like this would most likely be accompanied with. You'll know which scene I'm talking about. अगर आपने movie देख ली हो तो comments में बताओ. Hi, Paul Dano, wonderful as Sammy's soft-spoken engineering genius father, and so is Seth Rogen as the genial comic uncle. Michelle Williams' Mitzi, Sammy's troubled mother, does tend to go over into filmic melodrama a whole lot, and for me, this Ana de Armas and Blonde School of Acting does very little. I'm genuinely surprised by her Oscar nomination for this part, but Ana de Armas भी nominated है तो The Fabelmans is not particularly moving, and the dialogue does have a ton of platitudes, but perhaps when Mitzi is saying everything happens for a reason, Spielberg is talking through her to you and teaching you an important screenwriting lesson. The movie is in theaters. देखो और खुद decide करो.
And I will sing a lullaby.
So, on a scale of 1 to 10, The Fablemans is one thing I've discovered about the leading actor Gabriel Labelle is that the 20-year-old is not on Instagram. In a day where acting parts are being handed out to people with followers, having a social media following has become a prerequisite in auditions. Maybe this will give some hope to some of you still going to these auditions diligently. Yay! नहीं है बंदा Instagram पे. बोल तो रही हूँ लेकिन social media अगर बंद हो गया तो मेरे पास भी कहीं जाने की कोई जगह है नहीं. यही मिलती हूँ with thoughts on Dhuin, Farzi, you. My name is Sujarita. Thank you for stopping by.